It's Week 15 of the 2026 season, and we've got the Dolphins' creative quarterback as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Dolphins and the Rams, and it comes your way next.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Jimmy going to look to throw it on the first play. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited.
And the ball is knocked out.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So here are the Dolphins now as they'll be backed up to start this first drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They're going deep for Hill. It got his man complete.
Pass interference. Defense.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. They'll look to throw. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, Their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 15 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And he'll just get rid of it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. That pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third
foul.
down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. He'll take it inside the 25. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. Shifts by at the 15. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Robinson again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Garoppolo now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And a dump off here to Robinson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. On play action, now Garoppolo. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. To begin the drive, here's a... Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Dolphins had 8-5 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Sets up the screen to Robinson.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
From the 38, Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Garoppolo now, first down throw.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Garoppolo.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams.
Cooper Kupp as the first half is winding down. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's Hill, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Second and 5. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2nd and 9 now. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield, and the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stumped the fake, and they take over the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still first down.
Robinson up the middle. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Garoppolo on first down. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On third down, he'll drop to throw. got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 2nd and 4. That one complete to Hill. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Robinson on a give right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This is Hunt on the draw play. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken a fourth-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And this offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Looking to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And a little floater there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 1st down, Garoppolo. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 2nd down at 4. Garoppolo now. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Russell. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Hunt will try going up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 8. 1:04 on the clock. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. To throw is Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Dolphins,
the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they've plummeted now to 3-11, and they'll be on the road next.